It's Friday. I'm still on my period. I I'm tired in life. Like I'm tired today, but I'm tired in life. Like my lord, I endure a lot. And it sounds dramatic to say that. But it's not dramatic. Like there are children being harmed. And yes, Gabby Hanna was not sane, but also I don't think I was really paying attention to her in that moment. She would be like, people would be like, Gabby Hanna's losing her mind, and people would be like, what's she doing? They're like posting 100 TikToks a day, and then her next TikTok would be like, yeah, guys, I've been doing this very thing professionally for the last like 10 years. It's very quick to post things. It's not as much as you think because it's not that difficult to like record posts. And then like I'm a professional at this, so I can do it even more efficiently than the average person. Or they'll be like, Gabby, are you feeding your cats? Or they're like, first they were like, because first people were like dickheads about it. They're like, her cats, they're probably somewhere, da da da. And then the next TikTok, it'll just be her cats in the background drinking water. Or people will be like, she's going crazy, but in the next TikTok, she's just like drinking water. But she's saying like very unhinged shit. Like she said she was a colored person. And I think that's hilarious because she's Lebanese and she's been very open about that. And she's always like been proud of that ethnicity. Like she's part of the new, like when they talk about the Great Replacement, obviously they're being anti-Semitic, but she's part of the new wave of white people. And I'm saying that as somebody who grew up in Alabama who understood whiteness was white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. Like white equals American. Before Barack Obama, we weren't openly talking about white people like this. Like, hell no, you was not talking about white people like this. Like, I would not ever go up to an Asian person and be like, you know white people. Fuck no, like shit was different. Gabby Hanna is like, when I say like that new crop of white, it's like just that vaguely Middle Eastern where like, I know that you're not a white person, but like in the world, yeah, that's a white bitch. Especially how she act, that's a fucking white bitch. Fuck her, because I just had that flashback. She really put on that cheetah print shirt and actively was a rape apologist in whatever year that was. That was crazy because I really was like, damn, maybe she did change. I understand you are really, people display bad behavior because they come from bad environments. I get that. I'm not judging her. And no shade to Jessie Smiles because I'm a big fan of her. Everything just seemed dramatic and nothing seemed as honest. I had one of them friendships in my 20s. Nobody, no, hell no. But then in present day, you did that? That was crazy. But back to what I was saying. She was always very proud of that version of her, like her ethnicity and her, she's Lebanese. So when she said she was a colored person, I just thought it was funny because depending on where you are in America, yeah, baby, they don't get, well, I think what we didn't know, because it's like the Jewish part about it, but I did know this, I grew up around a lot of Jewish people. What we didn't know is, to us, they just look white, so we assumed they were operating in whiteness, because from our vantage point, they were. But it was like, over there in their business, shit was different. Like, they were not in cahoots. Like, they're not cool with each other over there. And so, Nazis, racists, anti-Semites, all that kind of shit. But when Gabby Hanna was really screaming, like, babies are dying, like, it's like, okay, I can't say it normal. I can't say, because that fact is the wall. Like when you're talking to somebody and you're like, are you in this world? Are you in this realm? Like, am I a crazy person? Are you a crazy person? When you just can't reach somebody, what is that wall? It's that wall. Like the horrors of the planet exist where babies are dying in the street. Like humans eat their babies. That's weird. Like no species that eat their babies, we all understand. That's a little odd. Like we like babies. Like, wait a minute. No. We like babies. Like, cute puppy. Oh, look at the baby. Like we like babies. Why are we eating babies? That's crazy. Like, but humans eat babies. Like humans eat their babies. As a whole species, humans eat their babies. You know what I mean? And so just what can you do but scream in the streets about how they lied about slavery, or scream in the streets about how, they're eating humans, or scream in the streets about like, what else can you do but scream? And the screaming doesn't work because the people can't hear. And it's just like, oh my God, that's crazy. Like, oh my God, that's crazy. It really makes you wonder, is life worth it? Because it's like this, obviously it has to be because it is what it is. But my Lord, sometimes, just sometimes. And I just feel like, yeah, we can let Gabby Hanna be a colored person because she's Lebanese and Austin Show is Lebanese. And I remember that MTV documentary about white people. It was called White People. And the kids were not all right. They were like, we're white. What does that mean? Because they always understood themselves to be American. And we're American too. So they couldn't fully understand why we didn't get it. Because they're like, no, babe, we're all American. No, bitch, it's an apartheid. It is a two-tier system. We are not the same kind of American. I know you think otherwise, but no. And that's just because they were kids. They didn't know any better. That's what their adults were telling them. Because that's what those adults were telling them. Because at some point, you got to acknowledge that your adults are pieces of shit. They're full of shit and they're pieces of shit. And we got to figure out why. Where's the poison? Because I'm not a piece of shit. So that's not inherent to humanity. Because I don't care. Like, hell no, I'm not a piece of shit. No, you never ever gonna speak to me in that way. That's never been okay with me. I never had that internal voice that said that to me. And no voice ever spoke to me like that was welcome. And that was always clear from birth. I don't know how, I don't know where, I don't know why, but hell fucking no. I know for an absolute fact I'm not a piece of shit. Because I've been alive long enough to understand. It's like just an experience. There's answers if you want some, but for the most part, it can't be really defined. And so you can choose. Good and pleasant experiences, they exist. And good and pleasant experiences, I mean that free of, I'm not talking about vapid superficial, I'm talking about free of shame, free of trouble, free of, like, where is bliss, euphoria, nirvana. Like, that exists as a human. And it doesn't require like drugs and substances and all that kind of stuff. No. As you get older, listen, it's never not gonna be a party around me. But I remember what it was like to be a child, where laughing and playing with your friends and time stops. And then the adults come in and they're like, it's time to go. And you're like, what? You're so devastated. And you're not even going back to anything terrible. Because once you get home, you're fine. And now you're onto a new adventure of, it's fun again. Like, You're sad for 10 seconds because you have to leave. And you get in the car and you're sad, but then your parents put on some music, or, the car ride is usually never a difficult experience for parents. And so kids usually enjoy car rides because things are chill. I don't know. But, and then you get back home and you're like, now I remember that life was easy and blissful. And, I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a good time. I remember that feeling. That's accessible to human beings. And I also know those dark feelings. We don't actually need those feelings to exist in a preoccupied space. They have their place because bad things happen. People die. People get hurt. Timelines fundamentally change. People move away. We don't exist solely as humans. Like, there's other shit going on in the planet that don't got nothing to do with us. The sun, the moon, the stars, the ocean, that ain't got nothing to do with us. The animals, we're us and the animals are kind of on the same page of like, I don't know what's going on, but they're gonna do with us. Like, when you realize that fish hate snow, because when it's snow, it's like, according to the people who can read sound underwater, is catastrophic. They're like, no, this panics fish. This is not good. They're like, this is panicking the fish. Like, it snows and it panics the fish. That ain't gonna do with them. But I love a snow day. I love snow day, and I can't help it. I don't control the snow, so I'm sorry to the fish, but I'm not gonna not enjoy the snow because the fish are not enjoying the snow. I can't help it. They're gonna do with me. So I'm like, okay, yeah. It just doesn't have to be all that. Like, I'm like, as an adult, I'm actually being hella fucking reasonable that life can be pretty breezy, generally speaking. Life actually isn't pain and isn't struggle, and like, that's not, we don't have to do that actually. Like, there's other ways to do it. And I'm like, yeah, no, that's not unreal, like, that's not childish, and that's not unreal. Like, no, there's other ways to do it, because I'm doing it. Not only am I doing it, not only have I done it, it's just also, like, when we talk about common sense, it's like, well, yeah, if kids are being harmed, that's like a national emergency. That's a societal emergency, right? Like, oh, like, children should be educated sexually in very specific ways. Got it. Understood. Maybe we didn't know that before, but we know that now because we understand fundamentally what harm those dynamics do. Everybody, like, hello? Because we've experienced it. We're like, that's what that is? Oh, yeah, no. Okay, got it. Don't do that. Yeah, don't do that. As a person who, don't do that. Got it. We get it. That's a bad thing. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you genuinely didn't know. At some point, humanity didn't know. But we know now. So what are we doing? Like, that's a rhetorical question. I know what we're doing. We're locking ourselves in our brains. Donald Trump is the president again. And honestly, I'm having a good time. He's very fun. His senility, I wasn't a fan of him when he was like on TV, but I understand 100% why he was popular on TV. A lot of people I know are like, oh yeah, I love The Apprentice. That was like Iron Chef or Top Chef or whatever. Like, he was one of them. It was like The Bachelor. Like, bitch, he was like, everybody was tuned in to The Apprentice. And I'm like, oh yeah, you're fired. That was a really big, like, I remember that. I know he's like John James Preston, Mr. Big in Sex and the City. Like, I watch Home Alone too. Okay, I remember. He's always kind of just been around. So it's like, yeah, I'm having a good time. Every time he's like, when he was like, I've been thinking about heaven a lot. I'm not going. He's like, I don't think I'm going. Yeah, you a piece of shit. What the fuck is wrong with you? Everything about you is evil, and it didn't have to be. You just decided that's who you are for whatever reason. I don't know. That ain't my business. Because I understand you are also just a victim to a greater power, and that's just the facts. Like, everybody has an opportunity. What I know for sure, at the age in which I am, I'm 52. What I know for sure is everybody has had the opportunity. And besides that being something I know just intuitively, we all were there for 2020. When all the Google girls were like, this is the year of clarity, hindsight is 2020, I shouldn't have drank that many, hindsight is 2020, stop. Y'all remember Say Frank? Yeah, like, what was y'all no. Yeah, it's the thing where I thought we were all doing the thing and then nobody was doing the thing, so I'm once again the odd one out, but I'm confused. So when Gabby Hanna, I understand, girl. It's like, thank you, Jesus, Lord, Allah, Buddha. Who is it? It's Christianity, it's Islam, it's Islamanity, it's Judaismanity, it's Jewishianity. What's the fourth and fifth? It's Baha'i. I know Baha'i is one. Hindu is not it, right? It's not Hindu. I thought my phone would be more accessible to me. It is. Is it Hindu? 5 Abraham religious. Bitch, when he kept saying Abraham, yo, the thing is, he's like my favorite kind of white person. When I think about his personality in my workplaces, yeah, we had a good time because I wasn't like a great person in the corporate world, but I also wasn't shitty. I wasn't shitty like that. I just mean I was a little cutthroat, yeah, a little bit, but I never did nobody dirty. It's just like you gotta know your allies, and I always properly allied with the right people, and they got me to a job at one of the big 4 companies. I had a heavy credit card and everything. It was there's 3 major foundational Abraham religions: Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Baha'i. Samaritanism. I've literally never heard that word before. I've never heard that word a day in my life. How have I never heard that word a day in my life? And what? That's not, because it's 5 Abraham religions, but Google is saying it's 3. That's shady, because I knew it. Y'all be killing y'all siblings. Listen, I am a Bible scholar. I don't know why I live the life I've lived. But when I say I'm a Bible scholar, everything about the world, specifically in the context of the United States and the state of Israel, this has nothing to do with Jewish people. If you are anti-Semitic, you're just stupid. Like, you're just a stupid person. Like, you're just a stupid person. That shit just pisses me off, especially if you're a white person, you're anti-Semitic, you're stupid, but in a way that's honest. Like, I'm sorry. You know what I mean? But like, people like, but if you're like a person who is a part of the marginalized, which is most and the majority of the world, you're just stupid. Anyways, I am a Bible scholar, and when I think about everything I read in the Bible, specifically about like just Israel, that's so crazy. It's brilliant. It's awful, blah 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 blah, but it's crazy because I'm like, when Esther was like, I was prepared for such a time as this, I'm like, no, bitch. When I really delusionally think I'm the chosen one for some grand plan to free my people. Like, because I know, like, y'all, I know, like, because I've been studying this my whole life. Because my parents are crazy, but on a soul level, they understood the mission, I guess. I don't know. I'm gonna get back to my reading. Boricua, Bad Bunny. Shout out to the people, because they deserve it. Puerto Rico, they deserve it. They really deserve it. And you know what? Jay-Z, we got beef, but that's an in-house conversation. Until there's a reason not to, I understand why people defend him. And I mean, obviously that's why people defend Beyonce. Like, baby, I'm information. I got the information. Y'all don't even know what's coming, but I do. That's crazy. Every day, including Wednesday.